So in my last video, or maybe the one on Friday, I suggested that the problem would be solved. The war would be over in Russia. The Russian-Ukraine war would be over. Trump solved the whole thing, master of the art of the deal, worked his magic. And I said, yeah, the simple solution that Trump will come up with is for Putin to simply keep all the land that he's stolen from Ukraine and perhaps give up some more, and then the war would end, right? For now. Well, guess what? The details have come out, and sure enough, Trump has already let Volodymyr Putin know, or Volodymyr Zelensky know, ahead of their upcoming meeting at the White House, that he's going to have to give up Crimea and, whatever else Putin wants, and then the war can end again for now, because that won't be all. There'll be something else next. Even though Putin promised whatever, blah, blah, blah. Putin promises mean about as much as anything Trump himself says, which is zero. Meanwhile, we're considering to see an uptick in ICE activity, illegal, unconstitutional, ungoverned ICE activity. And Kristi Noem gave a press conference talking about how many criminals will be taken off the street. But here's the statistic for you. As of the end of July, only 7% of the people who had been detained, or let's just call it what it is, imprisoned or put on in a prison camp by ICE, only 7% had any kind of criminal record whatsoever, and that includes misdemeanors. 7%. Yeah, you want to know why this is so unpopular? Here's how you fight back. And in the latest episode, Sunday's episode of Last Week Tonight, John Oliver did a great job of breaking this down. One of the best ways that you can resist this is videoing it. If you see someone being illegally pestered by ICE, videotape it, because they have ramped up what they consider fighting. Even videotaping is now considered an assault against an ICE agent. I mean, throwing a sandwich, you're definitely going to be in alligator Alcatraz for that. But listen, resistance is not futile. It does work. If you see someone being illegally pestered in any way by ICE, videotape it, put it out on social media. People are learning that it's not hardened criminals that are being detained. I saw a video from this week here in Dallas when people show up to their legally mandated hearings for immigration, and instead of, the judge just dismisses the case so that the ICE agents who are waiting in plain clothes outside the courtroom can then arrest them, or whatever. How's it called, arresting when you're not an officer of the law? Anyway, they take them into custody and detain them wherever that is. So one of these people was actually a mom, and she had children with her with their backpacks on, small children. This is not a dangerous criminal. This is a mother who is obeying the law and then wants to get her kids off to school, and instead, what do they do with the kids? I don't know. The mom is being detained. She didn't look dangerous to me. She looked like a mom. And finally, in the world of the twilight zone that we're in now, according to Yahoo News, Trump is going to issue an executive order this week regarding voting machines and mail-in ballots. So his popularity is at an all-time low. He's the least popular president in American history after just 7 months of the Heritage Foundation's Project 2025, which I read, which is why I didn't vote for him. But a lot of people don't read for whatever reason, and they're all surprised by this. Okay, I wish you'd have read it, the week before you voted in November. But hey, better late than never. So the Trump regime has figured out that his chances of keeping a Republican House and Senate are remote at best, certainly the House. And so we're seeing gerrymandering efforts, as I've talked about here in Texas. We're seeing California, New York, and now other blue state governors talking about fighting that effort fire with fire, which everybody still burns, but okay. At least you're not going to let them get away with it. But now the next step, will be to tamper with elections. It will be to declare martial law before the midterms. It will be to prevent people from voting and just continue with what he has so that Project 2025 can end whatever's left of America in a year, in a couple months when we vote in the midterms. Don't let them get away with this. Pay attention, folks. Videotape what you're seeing, post it on social media, and let's fight back. My name is Bill. I'm a college professor in Dallas, Texas. As always, thanks for watching.